This is a fantastic show. I'm enjoying it so much. I was very familiar with the Watchmen comic book. You were less so.
I wasn't at all, so you're way ahead of me.
Yeah. But Laurie Blake, this is a very kick-ass character to play. Have you enjoyed it so far?
Oh my God, I had a ball. Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine. I should note that in the comics, which took place in the 80s, Laurie Blake, the character you played, wore a lot of spandex. Now you're an FBI agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you happy with?
That was one of my first questions: is don't make me wear that outfit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it seems like the FBI outfit seems very fitting.
The basic black, yeah.
Basic black. Your son knew the comic book? Is he excited about
No,
this?
he didn't, but he's very psyched about the show. He loves the show.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm still the cool mom.
Oh, that's good.
Hanging in there.
Just hanging in there,
Yeah.
the cool mom thing.
Yeah.
The wonderful actor, you could not tell behind his shiny silver mask, as Tim Blake Nelson.
Mirror guy.
Mirror guy, Tim Blake Nelson. How was it working? It's a fantastic cast from top to bottom, but how was Tim?
He's a new buddy. I just love him. First of all, he's one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. He's a real intellect, and he's also a minx. He's always saying, naughty things to make you laugh.
Gotcha.
But he's a very dangerous person, actually, to be on the road with.
Okay, how so?
He invited me to a strip club in Atlanta.
Okay.
Where we were shooting. It's called the Claremont Lounge. You can Google it. It's Clermont.
Okay.
And it's become famous because all of the strippers are in their 60s and 70s.
Is this a true thing?
This is a true thing. I don't mean to mock those ladies, but it's not like they're like ex-dancer thing. This is like your grandma.
Really?
Going out there and just pulling her top down and going.
Wow. So this.
It's not to be believed. And he just decided that we had to experience this together for some reason. And so we sat there. And first of all, I should have known not to go in because I was meeting him there. And when I went to the door, it's in a basement of a hotel, to get my wrist stamped. And I bought my ticket. The guy who was stamping my wrist didn't even move his cigarette, and he burned me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, and I should have just turned around and gone.
Yeah,
but
that's a red flag of all red flags. If the guy in charge of security is burning the customers.
And so, we watched the ladies and we tipped them.
Oh, that's very nice of
Yeah,
you.
and one of them, when she wasn't dancing, came over and asked me if I wanted to dance.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh gosh, no, thanks. No, but thank you very much. And I realized she wasn't saying, do you want to dance? She was saying, do you want a dance?
Oh my God.
And I looked around and went, oh, lap dances. Oh.
So these women at
Yeah,
this
they were
age are even doing lap
offering
dances.
me a lap dance.
And is this like?
She was a little bit younger. She was maybe 50.
Yeah. So in the prime of her stripping years, yeah.
Yes. No, it was not to be believed. And then, a giant drunk guy knocked me off my bar stool.
Yeah. It seems like hanging out with Tim Blake Nelson, intellect or not, doesn't seem like a very safe thing to do.
No, and he texts me the next day and goes, how are you? That was great. We were tasting life. And it's like, but I have to say, he's a very nice man. He's very happily married.
Yeah.
And he's a very good daddy. So, Tim, don't be mad.
I feel like I don't feel like we'll remember any of those other details. You have a couple interesting props in this show. The first one I'm going to talk about is you have a pet owl.
Yes.
And you had to, in one of the episodes, you fed the pet owl a live mouse.
Yes.
Were you holding a live mouse?
Yes, I was. I was afraid. I said, I can't feed him to the owl. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't mind holding a mouse, but
Right.
no. And they said, oh, no, we'll cut to the owl later. The owl's close up. But the mouse, the poor mouse, every time, because they wanted it hanging down, dangling.
Yeah.
He kept crawling up on top of my hand. Like,
Sure. Because he doesn't know it's not real.
Wouldn't you?
You're like, no, mouse, this is a movie. This is TV.
Help me! So we had to do several takes until he finally just sort of.
Gotcha. You just tire them out. It's like working with kids.
Yeah.
You just do it enough until they're too tired. The other thing, I'm trying to think of the classiest way to say it, but one of your props in the show is a giant blue dildo.
You're really going to go there?
I mean, what else are you going to call it? I feel like, when they first told you, when this was first introduced to you as a, and I will say the shocking thing is reading the comic book, I immediately got what this was.
Yes.
But have you, not being a comic fan, were you taken aback when you realized that this was?
Well, yes, because they sent me the script after they offered me the part, and I'm reading. I'm thinking, this is so great. This is cool. Now she's got. What is she? Oh, dear God, no. Now, I mean, it's the only time I've been sort of grateful that my parents are no longer with us.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like,
It's nice though.
Just for that minute.
Just for 1 minute.
I miss them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think I would have had to.
Yeah, well, I think the good thing to know is if they were with you, if still with us, that would have killed them.
Well,
Yeah. So it's probably for the best. Now it's not on you.
no, actually, my mother could have dealt with it. My father, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. I know this show is very much under wraps. I believe 4 of the 9 have aired at this point of this interview.
Yeah.
You probably can't give anything away. Is there anything you want to tell us to look for while we're watching it, or are you just too under wraps?
Oh gosh. No, I just think that there's something that people are hoping for. They'll probably might get to see, and something that they didn't expect at all. They're going to see, and they're almost the same thing.
That is fantastically vague, and somehow makes me want to watch it even more. And I already wanted to watch a lot. Thank you so much for being here, Jean Smart, everybody.